Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. Boy, we have a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot going on for real. First, do you realize we're just 2 days away, less than 2 days away from entering the age of Aquarius? Oh, man. I'm starting to think people are calling me on purpose when I go live. It happens way too often. I'm going to shut off my phone. I see who's calling and it's not that important. So we're less than 2 days away. We're going to be seeing some big changes happen on the earth. And I just hope you are ready for those changes. They're going to be big changes, not little baby step changes, big changes. And I think after all the hell we have gone through, I think many of us are very ready for a good change, especially if it's going to be less of all this crap on the earth. So, anyway, let's get to this story. Now, Michael Rapaport, of course, picked the day of MLK's birthday to come out and make the claim that he was a Zionist. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they have made over the years all kinds of attempts to whitewash our history. And they are continuing to take our icons and make claims of them being a certain way that they are absolutely not. I have even heard a couple of years back, they're trying to say Malcolm X was gay. Now, Malcolm X had 5 daughters, and he was married to Betty Shabazz. And if you look at Malcolm, Malcolm didn't even have the mannerisms of somebody gay. But these are the things that are being done to our icons. And this should not be happening, but look at the evil that's doing it, you know? And we know down in Florida, they're just straight up trying to get rid of all of our history and give your kids some PragerU version of Black history. So we should take Black history from a white supremacist. These people have lost their minds. So anyway, let's get into this one. And I'm sure many of you have heard. So Michael Rapaport has reached a new low after calling MLK Jr. a Zionist, claiming he would be canceled today. No, but I sure wish somebody would cancel Michael Rapaport. Now, if you want to cancel somebody, that's who you cancel. Your legacy is not going to be remembered very well on this planet, Michael Rapaport. So, another crazy day on X. So, he took to X, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what he wrote. If MLK was alive today, he would be canceled. Canceled by who? People that look like you? I guess maybe so, but you don't get to say what our icons would be doing. And it's somebody that looked exactly like you that took them out. So, anyway, Rappaport shared clips of Dr. Martin Luther King's speech against anti Semitism and saying Israel has the right to exist. And however, the higher learning actor caused a stir on social media with the caption of his problematic post, calling King a Zionist who would be canceled if he was alive today. So then he writes in big letters, cancel this Zionist today. And Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a hashtag Zionist. There's no doubt he would be canceled if he were alive today. So this is the claim he's making, you know, and he only do these things because, ladies and gentlemen, he's gotten away with it so much that Like many that look like him, they think the sky is the limit on what they can do. Okay, let me show you. Here's what he posted. So as you can see right where it says, cancel the Zionist today. So he posted this on Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday at 1:14 PM out there on X. So I'm not surprised. I don't expect anything decent from Michael Rapaport, or you can expect the worst of the worst. And you notice how they always want us to denounce people that offends them among our group, but they never get their own that steps out of line in check. You ever notice that? That's why I keep telling my people, don't you denounce no one. Because when it comes down to their own, they don't denounce nothing. They know who the racists are among them, and they don't say nothing. So, that's fine. Don't say anything. The next time you're offended by somebody within our group, I won't be saying nothing. There you go. Now we're even. So, all right. So, the British lawyer and activist. So, I think this is Dr. Shula Mosk Shabamiu quickly clapped back at Rapaport for his post and noted that King's daughter, Bernice King, set the record straight once before after Amy Schumer shared a video of Dr. King speaking out against anti Semitism. Right, he did. And I heard that video, but that doesn't make him a Zionist. It's amazing what Dr. King is. He's an adulterer, according to them. He's a communist, and he's a Zionist now. Is there anything? Oh, and he's a coon. Yeah, because y'all used to call him Martin Luther Coon. That's where that came from. That came from the white supremacists. So let's go on. The comedian shared the post amid the Gaza bombing, and they're talking about the number of people that have been killed since October 7th. Amy, certainly, my father, this is what Bernice King wrote to Amy Schumer. Amy, certainly, my father was against anti Semitism, as I am. He also believed that, along with racism and poverty, to be among the interconnected triple evils. I am certain he would call for Israel's bombing of Palestine to cease, for hostages to be released, Bernice wrote. So that's what she wrote to Amy Schumer. And y'all look at the level of desperation to get us on their side. Now, the only reason why Michael Rapaport is doing this, because we refuse to take a side. So he is going above and beyond to take jabs at us every chance he can get. He's been going nonstop at us since the bombing began over there in Gaza. All right. He's been coming at us and coming at us because he is outdone. And at this point, Michael, you have offended us so many times. Who the hell would want to side with you? Who the hell would want to side with you? For real. So Amy Schumer the same way. Well, I guess if I can't get the ones living and breathing above earth to agree with us, I'll go for their dead icon and said he would agree with us. That's an act of desperation. Unbelievable. So, so the same doctor, the Shug Mu, I guess that's how the name is pronounced, said, "Bloody hell, you bigots never stop." Now claiming MLK was for, would be for Israel. And we stand against anti Semitism and oppression. So, this is what that doctor was saying. Even MLK daughter had to set you fools straight. MLK would have opposed what was happening over there. So, last November, Mother Jones, Garrison Hayes addressed the argument being made by Rapaport by writing an article for the magazine. We don't have to imagine what King thought about his relationship with Israel and the Palestinian people. He spoke for himself. Hayes followed the quote from the 1967 ABC interview that King conducted not long after the Six-Day War. So, fans also reacted to Rapaport's rant as they chastised him for implying that Dr. King would condone how Israel is handling the Gaza war. Another added he would call um, he would be opposed to what's going on. Why are you always in black people's business? Yeah. So that's what another ex-user had wrote to Michael Rapaport. All right, another one. This is disgraceful. Even a low life like yourself have reached a new low. Another posted after the Copland actor rant was shared on Instagram by the Neighborhood Talk. Rapaport also ruffled the feathers last November when he took to X to complain about calls for ceasefire. In the video, he claimed if the hostages were black, the entire world would be outraged. Yo, if 20 American tourists forget that 1,200 people were slaughtered, and it was just the garbage that he said. I don't care about Michael Rapaport's rant. So, ladies and gentlemen, so that's his latest jab on our community, on the melanated community, because he is still butt sore that we won't side with him. And so now he's trying to take a jab at MLK's legacy and try to twist it to something that he never said. When MLK was alive, he never spoke of being a Zionist. He never spoke of being a communist. But these folks keep accusing him of this. You know why? Because they're a bunch of racists. That's why. Okay? That's why they attack him. And this is further proof that they had no respect for Dr. King when he was living. That's why it's laughable when they try to reference him or use pieces of I Have a Dream to even open their mouth to us. It is downright offensive. They had no love for Dr. King. In fact, they couldn't stand him. When our people were mourning, they were cheering, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they were. And I heard it from relatives that were working at and those are my elder relatives. And they were in the workforce back then and worked around them folks and heard what they were saying on the job about MLK being assassinated. They were happy. They were gleeful. They were cheering. They couldn't get enough of being happy and that he was gone. So, Michael Rapaport, he needs to go. If anybody on this planet needs to be canceled, it's him. It's him, for real. But never think that they don't care. This is more proof. See, they'll hate on us, tell us they don't care about us, tell us we're nothing and we're nobody. But look at how bad they want us on their side. And Michael has horrible communication skills. If you want someone to be there for you, you don't insult them, Michael. Plain and simple. It just goes to show this man don't have a shred of common sense. You can't keep coming at a people and insulting them over and over and over. Now you're using a dead icon. And what are we supposed to do? Wake up tomorrow and say, I guess we just should go right ahead and side with Michael. No, nobody's going to do that. No one. If you had a chance of getting support, you and Juliana Margulies, you blew it. And many others that have been coming online and getting mad and stomping your feet because we won't side with you, you blew it. You have no chance of getting it now. As I said before, y'all, stay out of it. It's not our fight. Nobody ever comes to our aid when we're going through something. If anything, if they do show up, they're coming to mock you. They're sure not coming to show any support. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I thank you so much for being here. I have a premiere coming up at 6 on the Brick Lady, Rhoda Osman, caught lying, being charged in Houston. So if you can be there at 6 p.m. today, I will see you then. And Brenda Crowell, thank you for becoming a new member. And Jay Cage, peace to Lisa and the family. Peace to you too. Thank you very much. Everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom, family.